Good afternoon, Bridgeport Bluefish.
Hey, BB. Y'all started with the coffee machine? I think we gotta go with the bullpen.
Hey, pass me the stapler.
Welcome back to the Sportswire, folks.
Welcome back.
We are joined on set now with Paul Herrmann, who is the Public Relations Director of the Bridgeport Bluefish, correct?
Correct, yeah. Vinny, Herrmann, thank you for having me on today.
No problem.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's talk a little bit about Bluefish.
Sure.
Tonight, we were going to try to get you some live updates for tonight's game. Unfortunately, it got rained out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I have some questions.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Well, just how did you arrive at the Bluefish?
Well, as soon as I graduated college, I used to live on Long Island.
Yep.
So I worked for the Jets for a couple of years. And when they moved from Hofstra to New Jersey, I wasn't able to go with the team. So I ended up getting an internship at the Long Island Ducks,
Yes.
or in the Atlantic League.
Yes.
And the owner there is Frank Bolton. So
Okay.
I interned there for a year. I guess I did a good job. So the following season, Frank actually bought the Bluefish.
Wow.
And he brought me over there to be the media relations coordinator.
Wow.
All right. So you worked for the Jets, and then you went into minor league baseball.
Correct.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. And how did the Bluefish get the name, the Bridgeport Bluefish?
Back in 1997, when the league was really getting formed,
Yes.
they were planning on putting that team in Bridgeport, starting the 1998 season. So they had a fan vote for to name this Bridgeport team, and it ended up becoming the Bridgeport Bluefish.
Awesome. Okay.
Very cool. I just wanted to ask, you said that the owner of Long Island Ducks bought the Bluefish.
Correct.
Does he still own both teams?
Yes, he does. Yes.
Now, wouldn't that be a conflict of interest?
You would
I
think
mean, where
so.
does his loyalties lie?
You would think so, but in minor league baseball, it's completely different ballgame.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly a business thing, and Frank is a great owner.
Okay.
He actually he's the CEO of the Atlantic League as well. He's the one that
Really?
started the league.
Wow.
Started the Long Island Ducks in 2000. He's owned multiple minor league franchises, so he's the right person to run team from a business standpoint. In regards to the players, it's completely separate. We have two different general managers, and there's no conflict of interest there in the least on the field.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Do you have a special moment in Bluefish history that stands out to you that you're like, wow, that was special?
Certainly, that's actually twofold.
Okay.
First one is back in 2010.
Yep.
Our team made it to the championship series of the
Wow.
Atlantic League, and it was really something special just to be part of that team, because I had some input into some of the players that were actually brought on, and just seeing that team form and mold into that Liberty Division championship. We won our division and got to the championship series. It's just fun to be a part of.
Right.
Unfortunately, we fell a little short,
Okay.
but hoping that we can go one step further this year with that. And the second one is actually every game is a great moment.
Wow.
Anytime we see fans come in the stadium, we just want to put a smile on their face.
All right. Awesome.
I actually wanted to bring up my favorite moment of Bluefish history, and it's a Bluefish moment that I wasn't even there. Back in 2000. Or 2001, I keep getting that wrong. 2001, Jose Canseco was signed by the Newark Bears. Came into Harbor Yard to play the Bluefish. That game, Sportswire, when we were still on public access, actually was doing a show from the game. So we had our cameras there.
Mm-hmm.
Two of our future Hall of Famers were there, Vinny Aguilardi and Kenny Gregory. Our camera was the only camera in attendance that night they caught Jose Canseco's home run that he hit that night. And that was a monumental moment. I wasn't even there.
Wow.
I missed out on that.
The one that went on top of the arena?
Yes.
Or when the arena was being built?
Right, yeah.
Into the construction site?
Yeah. So
Wow.
that was an amazing night, actually, in Sportswire history. But for me, it was great because our video actually got shown on Channel 8, I think ESPN, and a couple of the Newark, New Jersey stations as well. So that was actually a fun thing to do.
I'd love to see it sometime if you still have it in archives.
I have to ask Kenny.
Well, let me ask you, if you had to pick one player to go into the Hall of Fame that's on the Bluefish, who would you pick and why?
That would certainly be Luis Lopez.
Okay.
And he's currently our third baseman. He's in his 6th season with the Bridgeport Bluefish. And he's pretty much the modern day Crash Davis.
Okay.
He's 39 years old, and he has over 2,000 career minor league hits,
Wow.
1,000 career minor league RBI,
Yes.
1,000 career runs scored. He's been in at least 7 All-Star games, I think it's 3 championships in the minors. So at least from a minor league standpoint, I mean, these guys put a lot of work in. And he's had actually a cup of coffee in the majors with both the Toronto Blue Jays and Montreal Expos. But if we're going to pick one guy from the Bluefish, he would certainly be on top of that list.
Now, is that normal for a guy like Lopez to be in with the same independent team for that length of time? Is that normal or is that abnormal?
Yeah, that's actually rare.
Really?
Rare. Maybe you'll see 1 or 2 guys stay around like 3 or 4 years with one specific team. But to last like 6 seasons with one team, it's really, he's got a passion for the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. He's got a dream to live.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: what are some challenges that you face in obtaining, promotions for the team, notoriety for the Bluefish?
I'd say the biggest thing is just getting the word out.
Okay.
Because with a minor league team, you have a limited marketing budget to try to spread the word about the promotions, what's going on at the ballpark, player transactions, all that type of news.
Right.
So it's really trying to find unique ways, to spin everything and tell all of our guests what's going on. And using Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Foursquare, great avenues to start with. And it's really going to grassroots marketing as well, going out in the community, going to schools, Little League, opening days, and just handing out some information parades, that type of stuff.
Okay.
And starting on Monday, we'll have all the information for the Bluefish on our website as well, in order to help generate some of those fans. And that's also as a thank you for coming on our show. We will definitely put links to your pages on our website.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I look forward to going to some games. So
definitely, it's a good time.
You mentioned something about a mission statement that you guys are working on.
Yes, it's brand new this season. We just got a new general manager this year, and the mission statement is get, go, generate.
Okay.
First one, get out in the community.
Okay.
Which we definitely started right away during the off season, going to these Little League outings, all the school functions, charitable organizations, all these parades. Just getting our face out, bringing our mascot, just getting that Bluefish name back into Southern Connecticut community.
Right.
The next one's go aggressively after group business.
Okay.
Because especially in minor league baseball, group business is the lifeblood, right? Of that, just getting all these people out to the ballpark at one time.
Sure.
And then the last one's generate. So once they're at the ballpark, generate an exciting atmosphere at the ballpark through cleanliness, friendliness, food, music, and promotion.
Okay. All right.
So do you run any kind of other promotions that don't involve the Bluefish, but at Harbor Yard? In terms of, I remember when I worked for the Ravens, they did some kind of an all-day music fest on the 4th of July.
Yes. We will actually be having a couple concerts at the ballpark this season. We're setting up that schedule, so we should actually have a big announcement.
All right.
For one act that's going to be at Harbor Yard. It'll be on Monday.
Really?
So definitely stay tuned for that one. It's a pretty big name.
Okay, all right. Stay tuned.
Yeah, absolutely.
And another thing I want to throw out there is just other promotions we have at the ballpark. We're doing New Haven night at the ballpark during a Bluefish game, and it's going to be on June 21st. We encourage all people of New Haven and the community to come out, enjoy it, because we're going to get a lot of New Haven businesses out to the ballpark and get everyone involved in the promotions on field, that type of stuff. So certainly.
And that was June 21st?
June 21st.
New Haven.
We'll definitely have that info up on the website.
Please, yeah.
We're going to get you guys out for that one as well.
Absolutely. We will definitely, we would love to do a show from Harbor Yard.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What is this on the side note? What is the name of the mascot? The Bluefish mascot?
It's BB. BB the Bluefish.
BB the Blue. Okay, good to know. All right. BB the Bluefish. And is there a certain style of running, the Bluefish business that you admire or you try to imitate, or that catches your attention that that stands out to you?
Yeah, certainly. And it really trickles down from our owner, Frank Bolton. Especially with his business plan from the Long Island Ducks, which he brought over to the Bluefish when he purchased the team. Because he has run many successful minor league franchises. Wilmington Blue Rocks come to mind as well. and it's worked in the past. The Long Island Ducks are a very successful business, and so we're just trying to do the same thing and to use the same strategy over here with Bluefish.
So you're saying you imitate a lot of what the owner has done in having successful businesses and what
Yeah.
you're doing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, all the way down from marketing to PR to tickets to promotions.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. How about we switch gears a little bit and go into the kind of like the history of baseball in Connecticut?
All right.
Because I mean, Connecticut, as everybody's known, it has had a plethora of minor league baseball. Starting with the West Haven Sailors, going up obviously the New Haven Ravens, then we had the New Haven County Cutters.
Yep.
How does Bridgeport rank in terms of, is the Bluefish the first team that's been in Bridgeport?
No, actually, there's been many teams in Bridgeport dating back to the late 1800s.
Wow.
Yeah, and it all stems from James O'Rourke, who was
Okay.
actually a Major League Baseball Hall of Famer.
Okay.
He joined the National League in the late 1800s, and
Wow.
is actually the first person to collect a base hit in the National League.
Really?
Born and raised in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Wow.
And so after he retired from the National League, he came back to Bridgeport, and he actually started a men's team. There was just 9 guys, and I guess they were so good. 1 year later, they became professional again. Not to the National League, but another professional organization, and they were called the Bridgeport Orators.
Orioles?
Orators.
Orders. Okay.
Because his nickname is James the Orator O'Rourke, because he attended Yale University Law School, and he was very proficient in the English language and business law, so that's where he got the nickname from.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's also the Bridgeport Bees, Bridgeport Bears, so there's been a bunch of different teams in Bridgeport.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Well, and my next question is, who is a player that has Major League history that has also made an impact on the Bluefish?
That's certainly a guy that we just re-signed.
Okay.
It's Adam Greenberg.
Okay.
Connecticut native, born and raised in Guilford, Connecticut. And just his backstory, back in 2005,
Yep.
he got called up by the Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
And he was playing the Florida Marlins. He gets called up his first game. Dusty Baker calls his name, 8th inning, to get up there. First at bat as a major leaguer. First pitch he sees, hits him right in the head.
I remember that
Wow.
story.
Yeah, hits him in the head, goes down, suffers a concussion, positional vertigo, and really it set him off for like 2 or 3 years. He couldn't see too well in the outfield. When he's in the box, the ball's moving on him a little too much.
Right.
So this guy doesn't even have a technical at bat at this point because he got hit by a pitch.
Right.
Yeah.
His plate appearance doesn't have an at bat. He ends up playing for the Bridgeport Bluefish from 2008 to 2011, just trying to make it back,
Right.
type of thing. So to end of 2011, he's not sure how he's feeling at this point. Maybe he wants to go into the business side of things, go in a different direction with his life. So the World Baseball Classic is coming up. He went
Wow.
to play for Team Israel. So he's like, oh, maybe this will be a nice little last hurrah for me. But while that's happening, this guy, Matt Liston, huge Chicago Cubs fan, starts this one-at-bat campaign for Adam Greenberg. It goes nationwide.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nationwide,
Yeah,
Facebook,
I remember
Twitter,
that, yeah.
all that type of stuff. So last game he plays with Team Israel in the World Baseball Classic qualifier happens to be down in Florida.
Yes.
So he's getting ready to leave, come back to Connecticut, and he gets a phone call from the Florida Marlins owner. Calls him up and says, I want to give you your one-at-bat. So not even a week later, he came back to Connecticut, went on the Today Show. They announced it on there. Came back to Florida, got his one-at-bat against New York Mets and R.A. Dickey of all people.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yep.
So he ended up striking out, but gave me a great quote when I interviewed him after. He goes, I struck out and the only thing I could do was smile. It's such a great feeling just to be on that stage again. And he was an inspiration for everyone to just never give up on their dreams.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah, that's really great. We're actually going to keep you around for another segment.
Sounds good.
This interview is obviously going so well. We want to hear more about the history of the Bluefish and
Certainly.
some more stuff about the Bluefish and just get the word out. So we'll be right back after these quick messages.